Mount Kailasha, often referred to as the abode of the gods, is a majestic peak located in the remote western Tibet region. With an elevation of 6,638 meters, it is not the tallest mountain in the world, yet it holds immense spiritual and cultural significance. Unlike Everest or K2, Mount Kailasha is revered as a sacred site in several major world religions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Bon, rather than a mountaineering challenge. This reverence is due, in part, to its distinctive shape, resembling a pyramid or a staircase leading to heaven, and its untouched summit, which no climber has successfully scaled, partly due to religious beliefs and partly due to governmental restrictions. The significance of Mount Kailasha in relation to our topic is profound. In Hindu mythology, it is considered the home of Lord Shiva, a primary deity of destruction and transformation, making it a pilgrimage destination for thousands, if not millions, of devotees each year. In Buddhism, it is believed to be the physical embodiment of Mount Meru, the axis mundi of the world. This makes it a focal point for spiritual journeys and religious practices, where the physical act of pilgrimage mirrors an inner spiritual ascent. An example of its significance is the annual pilgrimage known as the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, which attracts thousands of pilgrims who undertake the arduous journey around the mountain's base, known as the kora, to gain spiritual merit. Another example is its influence on Tibetan culture, where it is central to the Bon religion, which sees it as the seat of all spiritual power. However, Mount Kailasha is not without controversy. The prohibition on climbing the mountain, enforced out of respect for its sacred nature, has sparked debate among mountaineers and spiritual leaders. While some argue that the ban preserves its sanctity, others see it as an impediment to exploration and a deeper understanding of the mountain's mysteries. Furthermore, the geopolitical tensions between China and neighboring countries can complicate access to the region, affecting religious and cultural exchanges. In essence, the introduction to Mount Kailasha not only sets the stage for understanding what lies at its summit, but also reflects the mountain's broader influence on religious, cultural, and political landscapes. Its spiritual significance enriches its physical presence, making it a symbol of the unseen, the divine, and the unattainable, influencing other aspects of its mystery and allure. Mount Kailash, revered in various religious traditions, holds a profound historical and cultural significance that extends far beyond its physical presence. This majestic peak, revered as the abode of Lord Shiva in Hinduism, is equally esteemed in Buddhism, Jainism, and Bon. It's not just a mountain, it's a spiritual symbol that's woven into the cultural fabric of South Asian civilizations. The historical significance of Mount Kailash is deeply entrenched in the ancient scriptures and texts of these religions. In Hindu mythology, it is considered the axis mundi, the center of the world, where heaven meets earth. For Buddhists, it is seen as the home of Demchok, a wrathful manifestation of Buddha associated with supreme bliss. Jains regard it as the site where their first Tirthankara, Rishabhadeva, attained liberation. These narratives have been preserved and passed down through generations, highlighting the mountain's emblematic stature in spiritual lore. Culturally, Mount Kailash influences numerous religious practices and pilgrimages. Every year, thousands of pilgrims embark on the arduous journey to perform a parikrama, circumambulation, of the sacred mountain. This ritual is believed to cleanse one's soul and bring spiritual enlightenment. Another cultural manifestation is the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, which not only underscores religious devotion, but also strengthens Indo-Tibetan cultural exchanges. Opinions supporting the mountain's significance often emphasize its role as a spiritual beacon that transcends doctrinal boundaries. It symbolizes unity and peace, illustrating how different faiths can converge on shared landscapes of the sacred. The notion of a sacred geography, pivotal in spiritual ecology, finds a profound expression here, urging respect for both the physical and spiritual environments. However, Mount Kailash is not devoid of controversies and challenges. Its remote location in Tibet, under Chinese control, raises geopolitical tensions and complicates access for pilgrims. Environmental concerns also surface, with increasing pilgrim traffic threatening the fragile ecosystem. Moreover, interpretations of its sacredness may vary, leading to interreligious debates. Despite these challenges, the historical and cultural significance of Mount Kailash intricately connects to other aspects of the mountain, such as its mythological narratives and spiritual practices. It serves as a living repository of ancient wisdom, urging us to delve deeper into the mysteries it holds. Thus, while the peak itself remains unclimbed and enigmatic, the cultural and historical dimensions of Mount Kailash continue to inspire awe, reverence, and contemplation among those who seek to understand what truly lies atop this sacred mountain. Mount Kailash, a majestic and mysterious peak in the Himalayas, stands out not just for its religious significance, but also for its unique geographical features. Geographically, Mount Kailash is distinct due to its symmetrical, pyramid-like shape, with four sheer faces pointing towards the cardinal directions. Its summit, capped with a layer of glacial ice, rises to 6,638 meters, 21,708 feet, and is encircled by an unusual circular pattern of deep valleys, streaming rivers, and rocky terrain, distinguishing it from other peaks in the region. The geographical features of Mount Kailash play an integral role in understanding why this peak is so revered. For one, its isolation from other tall peaks and its distinctive structure contribute to the aura of mystery and spirituality that surrounds it, feeding into the mythos that it is the axis mundi, or the world's spiritual center, in several religions like Hinduism and Buddhism. Moreover, the mountain's location near the sources of some of the longest rivers in Asia, including the Indus, Sutlej, Brahmaputra, and Karnali, adds to its importance as both a physical and spiritual watershed. Real-world examples of the impact of these geographical features include the yearly influx of pilgrims who travel to this remote area, seeking spiritual enlightenment, or performing the parikrama, a circumambulation of the mountain, which is a challenging trek over rough and high-altitude terrain that takes several days to complete. Additionally, the unique geomorphology of Mount Kailash presents opportunities for scientific research, particularly in the study of glacial systems and climate change impacts in the high Himalayas. Opinions supporting the significance of Mount Kailash's geography often emphasize its pristine and unspoiled nature, advocating for its conservation as a symbol of natural beauty and spiritual sanctity. However, this is countered by challenges such as the potential effects of increased tourism, which could threaten the delicate environmental balance. Finally, the geographical attributes of Mount Kailash profoundly influence its cultural and spiritual connections. The mountain's physical isolation and its imposing presence have inspired countless myths and stories, reinforcing its status as a sacred site across various faiths. These geographical features not only define its physical existence, but also solidify its place in the human quest for meaning, ensuring that Mount Kailash remains a symbol of mystery, reverence, and awe, bridging earth and sky in both a literal and metaphorical sense. Exploration efforts and limitations play a crucial role in understanding what lies on top of Mount Kailash, a peak shrouded in mystery and spiritual significance. Located in the remote region of Tibet, Mount Kailash stands at 6,638 meters and is considered sacred by several religions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and the Bon faith. Despite its allure, the mountain remains unclimbed due to both spiritual beliefs and logistical challenges, making exploration efforts limited and complex. The significance of this point lies in the interplay between human curiosity and reverence for the sacred. For many, the idea of climbing the mountain is seen as a significant achievement, yet it clashes with the deeply held beliefs that the peak is the abode of gods. This reverence discourages attempts to conquer its summit, ensuring that Kailash retains its untouched status. In terms of real-world applications, one example is the various expeditions that have been mounted around the base of the mountain. These treks, such as the ones following the Kora pilgrimage route, allow explorers and pilgrims to experience the mountain's aura without violating its sanctity. Another example is the scientific interest in understanding the geological formations and unique climatic conditions in the Kailash region, which prompts researchers to explore it without climbing the peak itself. Opinions vary regarding the necessity and morality of exploring such a revered site. Many support the idea of respecting the sanctity of Mount Kailash, seeing its untouched nature as a testament to human humility before the divine. Others argue that understanding such natural wonders could bring valuable insights into Earth's history and climate. However, exploration efforts face several challenges. The mountain's remote location and harsh weather conditions make access difficult and potentially dangerous. Additionally, geopolitical tensions between Tibet and other nations add layers of complexity to obtaining permits and organizing expeditions. Controversies also arise when considering whether scientific inquiry should override spiritual significance. Exploration around Mount Kailash influences other aspects of human engagement with sacred spaces. It underscores the tension between reverence and discovery, prompting a broader discussion on how humanity approaches sacred and natural wonders. Ultimately, Mount Kailash serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human advancement and respect for cultural and spiritual traditions. The exploration efforts and the limitations encountered enrich our understanding of how deeply intertwined nature and spirituality can be, offering a unique perspective on what it means to truly appreciate such a majestic and mysterious peak.